Severus Snape was born on January 9, 1960. As the child of a pure-blood mother and a Muggle father. Severus Snape's childhood was spent in Spinner's End. The name Severus, as you might guess, roughly translates to the stern and harsh in Latin. J.K. Rowling has said she drew inspiration for the name Snape from a village in England called Suffolk. Alan Rickman was personally chosen by the author J.K. Rowling to portray Severus Snape. The author provided Rickman with special hints about Snape's undisclosed life and past to properly portray the character. Harry had spent a night in Snape's hometown before. Harry later realized that he had spent a night in Cokeworth, where Snape spent his childhood, even before meeting him. It was the place where the Dursleys took Harry to escape the flood of Hogwarts letters. But it was also the place where Petunia spent her childhood with her sister Lily. And who else did they grow up with? Severus Snape, of course. Before the duel between Snape and Lockhart. The greeting they exchanged is a modified version of the greeting used in fencing. In the dueling club, Snape indirectly taught Harry the Expelliarmus charm, which indirectly led to the demise of Lord Voldemort. In the film Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, all costumes were redesigned. Only Severus Snape's costumes were not changed. The fan theory suggesting Snape was a vampire was not true. According to J.K. Rowling's explanation, there has been speculation that he is a vampire for a long time. It's true that he has an unhealthy pallor, and I sometimes described him as looking like a giant bat wrapped in his long black cloak, but Snape never became a vampire. We saw him in the daylight outside the castle, and there were no bodies with puncture marks on their necks at Hogwarts. Many people, including director Mike Newell, were unaware that Alan Rickman wore black lenses while portraying Severus Snape. Severus Snape was inspired at least in part by J.K. Rowling's middle school chemistry teacher. Harry suspected that Snape could read minds, and in the fifth book of the series, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, when Snape began teaching Harry occlumency and legilimency, Harry learned that Snape could indeed read minds. In an interview, J.K. Rowling mentioned that if Snape didn't have an interest in the dark arts, Lily might have had romantic feelings for him. Snape teased Harry after Harry made an observation about ghosts being transparent. Benedict Cumberbatch voiced Severus Snape in an episode of The Simpsons. Throughout the series, Snape's lack of appreciation and affection for Hermione stems from his desire not to see Hermione take on the title of brightest witch that belonged to Lily, whom he was in love with. In 2017, on the anniversary of the Battle of Hogwarts, J.K. Rowling apologized for killing perhaps the most sensational character in the series. Rowling admits that Snape was too much in the middle to be unconditionally loved and says in a tweet, "We can't call him a saint, he was too vindictive and bullying. We can't call him a devil, he sacrificed his life to save the wizarding world." Alan Rickman, who portrayed Snape, and Geraldine Somerville, who played Lily Potter, had previously appeared together in the film Close My Eyes. When Petunia Dursley referred to that awful boy, she didn't actually mean James. Using such words about her sister's father had greatly upset Harry, but towards the end of the seventh book, we learned that the person she referred to wasn't Harry's father. The person she meant was none other than Severus Snape, who was Lily's first friend in the wizarding world. The only Death Eater who can conjure a Patronus is Snape.